Hey friends, it's Gazebo here and welcome back to Batman Arkham Origins. Now it just made me re-disarm this bomb that we did in the last episode. I'm gonna assume it kept the fact we got the one Riddler trophy, but... Or Enigma data pack, sorry, my bad. I forgot they changed the name for them in this game. This looks suspicious. This looks like where they'd hide a secret. I lied. It's not where they'd hide a secret. Oh well. Let's see. I might sound tired because I woke up a half hour ago, which was at 2:30 in the afternoon, because I stayed up till 5 editing. The life of me. I can't even say that. I was also watching YouTube in between editing sessions while I waited for files to export and upload. So I only got like 2-3 videos finished up. I also noticed that my audio was messed up for the early episodes of this series, so I'm hoping it's fixed now. I did some adjusting. You know, a smart YouTuber would actually do a quick snippet and check to be sure, but I never claimed to be intelligent. Actually, I have claimed to be intelligent, but, you know, whatever. Doesn't make a difference, really. I doubt this series is gonna get that many views anyway, but it's better than not posting at all, right? This one can be broken just by punching it or jumping through. One guy. At least he's aware he didn't stand a chance.
Untie me. You've been after the bounty on my head all night.
Which one's Brandon? Does it matter?
Come on, untie me, you freak.
Well now I'm less likely to untie you. My phone is
you
buzzing.
Self-righteous son of a bitch.
Which one's you? Where are you? Where you be?
Come on, untie me, you freak.
It's not,
It was never Sionis. The Joker put up the bounty, and now he's behind bars.
I heard, but I still got a score to settle with you.
I'm giving
I wasn't
you the
paying
rest
attention.
of the night
My
off.
brother texted me something. He sent me a Snapchat. Something about being afraid. Where's Waldo 2 short? Looks like some indie horror thing about Where's Waldo. I'll have to look at it later. If anyone's aware of lore about that, you know, don't be afraid to, you know, recommend it or talk about it or whatever.
You took an oath to uphold the law. When I see you again, I expect you to be following that oath to the letter.
Yes, sir. I'm sorry.
Sir? Don't you mean bat, sir? How am I supposed to hit that button? I forget. Because I don't think my remote control batarang can fit through that gap. No. It's basically solid. And that one's blocked off. Unless there's a gap above, no. Not that it matters, but I'll have to get it off camera. Yeah. Oh. Aha! I have to sneeze again, and it's gonna be loud. Yeah, turning away from the mic when I sneeze, that'll help audio peaking. Because even when I'm having problems with my microphone being, it's always too quiet or too loud. I can never get it like just right. But even when it's too quiet, I have problems with my microphone peaking when I sneeze. And I sneeze a lot. I got them seasonal allergies, which are rough. Slide that way. Climb up here. Climb up here. And then... Also, I didn't notice until... Oh, watching the replay how often I switch back and forth between Detective Vision.
Firefly's locked his
And that's more or
hostages in a
less
train
just
car with
because
explosives.
I don't like how it looks and how it affects the sound of the game, but it's really useful to,
I ain't gotta do a damn thing, lady. Get your butts over here!
I didn't mean to do that. But it's really useful to, well, see important information, like these guards and that, data pack that's up there. But at the same time, it makes certain, like, small details that are, like... There's smaller details in the environment for the story building that are harder to see because of it. And I like seeing all the environmental details sometimes, because there's little Easter eggs and stuff. I have to sneeze again. Yeah. Busy season. Plus, where I live, the weather's been kinda up and down all over the place. Like, we've had it snow the past couple of days. Like, it was 70 degrees out last week, and now it's snowing again. It's murder on my sinuses. I didn't need to go that far away. Come on now, Bruce. Ah, now he's down there. Now, I see the one data pack. I'm pretty sure there is a second one somewhere around here.
Bravo 2, this is Command. Report. Source of explosion was an oil truck on the bridge surface. Massive damage. No casualties observed. Copy.
Oh yeah,
Keep
there
me
it is.
informed.
Inside there with them.
Is he going to save us?
I'm not sure. He sure beat the hell out of those goons. I've heard about him.
I gotta remember how to actually... I think I have to lower the train first. Which I have to be over there to do. I remember. I love that interaction where they're like, is he gonna save us? I don't know. But did you see what he did to those other guys? Why is he dressed like that? I think if we go this way, there's a way in. I could be entirely wrong, which it's looking like I am. I know there's a way in there, I just forget what it is.
There's bombs in here.
Remove cover. And hack device. Which means the timer's gonna start again, which I do not care for. Up in flames. There we go. 19 seconds. Accelerant. That makes the fire burn faster, as the name would imply. Well, faster or stronger and brighter, at least. It helps start and
That must be
continue
the
the
fire
flame.
door Gordon engaged.
There's bombs in here.
Gordon, open the fire door in the train depot so I can disarm Firefly's bomb at the north end of the bridge.
Get off this frequency! Now!
Listen,
No.
I'm on my way to disarm the bomb at the south end. Have this door open by the time I get back.
You let me do my job, and stay the hell out of my way!
No.
Damn it.
I don't remember how
Alfred,
to get in
there's a
here.
fire door blocking my progress. I need codes to get past it.
The police should have access to those codes. Perhaps Captain Gordon...
Gordon won't cooperate. I'm heading to get the other bomb. Get those codes to me by the time I'm done.
Right. I'll do my best.
Or maybe this is one I have to, I have to come back for. Because it's not gonna let me actually go in there while they're in there. Ooh, there is one down here. Interesting. But, like, I could see the other one in there with them.
Let us out of here.
Where am I going? I wasn't really paying attention. Something about the south end. Which... Oh, there's a door the other way. Okay.
I need to wait for Alfred to find the codes for this door. In the meantime, there's still one more bomb I can disarm.
Okay. Which is down that. Oh, okay, I see. I'm dumb. I apologize. Is there something secret here? Is there? Why is there a reason I can go down here? Shock this open. Oh, that's unsatisfying. Well, A, the frame rate kind of dropped for a second there. B, they did not want to go at the same speed. What's up with that? It's just upsetting. Something blew up. Oh. Hey, down we go.
This is not going to be easy.
You never said it was. Hey, I almost fell my...
I need to deal with these last two bombs before I turn my attention to Firefly.
Yeah. And, where do we go from here, Bruce? Ah, I see.
Wait a minute, there's someone moving around down there. Possible Batman spot, tracking target. Negative. Stay to your assigned patrol. If Firefly spots your target, he can set off his bombs. Roger that.
At least Gordon's smart enough to know, hey, don't point out Batman if you can avoid it. Knock this guy out.
Okay. Yeah.
Are they arguing about the bat being real again? Because they like to do that in this game. I love how they like to do that in this game. It's funny to me. Because they're like, I know we're here to hunt the Batman, but you know, don't think he's real. Ooh, a level up. What opportune timing. What do I want? New takedown technique. Automatically equipped. When you target an enemy to a vantage point, the rail will suspend the targeted enemy from the vantage point. So it's like the inverted takedown, I believe it's called, but from a distance. That's kind of cool.
So, heard about the Falcones?
What about him?
Yeah, word on the street is the Penguin's pushing him out of the gun trade.
Penguin, huh? I always thought that guy was...
Who's the Penguin?
See, that's exactly my point. No one's even heard of this guy. And he's messing with the Falcones?
Oh, he's going places, man. Heard he's looking for some muscle, too. I might sign up. Count me in. Anyone who can push old man Falcone around is my kind of guy. Yeah, sure.
So this is before Penguin even was a big thug. Interesting. Like, he's a big thug, but he's not as big as the Falcones. Which is interesting, because I feel like more Batman fans know about Penguin than they know the Falcones. Which, they're just another crime family in Gotham.
There's guns over here.
Oh, right, I had the shock gloves activated. I couldn't just punch through them. Oh well. Doesn't really matter now, I suppose. Hit the button. And walk through. Like nothing happened. Am I missing something? Probably. Hack this one. 21 seconds on the clock. Combustion. They're all flame related. Wow. So surprising. There we go. Smoldering. Hit them with the smolder. Incendiary. Or incendiary? Incendiary?
Only one more
Is
bomb
the E
to go
pronounced like
on
an
the
E or
opposite
an
end of
I?
the bridge.
That's the real question. Let's hope Gordon listened to me. To the other side.
Sir, I have those fire door codes you asked for.
Okay, I'll call you when I'm at the door.
I also thought I'd let you know the hostages you released have escaped. They're telling tales of a hero who saved their lives.
I'm not
Good.
looking for praise, Alfred.
I figured you'd say that. Would it kill you to lighten up a bit, sir?
Yes, it might. What is this option of travel? Like, what do I get for coming over here? Nothing.
I want to see the look on the cops' faces when I blow this bridge into Christmas future. He's burning vehicles now. Half the bridge is on fire. Keep your distance. Don't
That's
provoke
concerning.
him. The bomb squad is nearly here.
I need to get to that last bomb before Gordon and his men force Firefly's hand.
Yeah, probably. That'd probably be the right call. I'd assume. I don't know. I'm like half paying attention at this point. What's going on? We're disarming bombs or something? Door. Open the door.
Gotta be the bat. You saying the bat knock these guys out, defuse these bombs, and release the hostages? Impossible. He's only one guy.
And from what I hear, he's got the strength of 10 men.
Please, don't give me that baloney. He's only one guy, and there's no way one guy could have done all this.
Yeah, but he did, so...
You think we should radio Firefly and let him know the bat's here?
We don't know the bat's here yet, and Firefly will burn us to a crisp if we're wrong. Let's wait till we're sure, huh?
I'm sure. Who else could do this?
I don't know, like the National Guard or something?
Oh, yeah. Or maybe it was Santa Claus and his army of angry reindeer. I'm telling you, it was the bat.
Fine, you're probably right.
Yeah, just leave it at he's probably right, but we're not calling in. I love being evil. Well, I'm not really doing it for evil, but in my head, I'm evil. You can't tell me Bruce goes around doing all this all the time without a little bit of enjoyment of it. Now, I kind of want to leave this guy for this other guy to find, just to see how he reacts, because he's going to very quickly realize he is the only person here. Using the giant bomb as cover is probably the smartest idea I've had. Okay, he's being too dumb to figure it out, so...
All right, all units, we are breaching. Move in, people.
Gordon, I've defused 3 of the 4 bombs. As soon as I defuse the final bomb,
We're breaching now. You're too late.
Alfred, open the fire door.
As you wish, sir.
See, Gordon still doesn't fully trust Batman, or he doesn't fully believe Batman's in the right, which he's not fully in the right at this point in the series, let's be honest, but Gordon doesn't want to let Batman... He doesn't want to trust Batman just to have Batman fail, which is a fair sentiment for this cloaked vigilante just kind of showing up and trying to call the shots.
Mayday, we're going down. Repeat. Anyone have eyes on Air 1? Attention, Command, Air 1 is down, sir. No survivors.
Firefly will pay for this.
There he is. Looks like things up for me, boys.
Oh, Firefly knows we're here now.
You ain't some.
Any last words, Batman? Oh, please.
No. I don't have any last words, mostly because you're not going to succeed at killing me. So there's no point in finality.
No, Batman. This is how it ends. I can't believe
And that's how it's done.
A quick, incinerating flash of an explosion, or nice, slow burn.
Joker's behind bars. There's no more prize money. You can give up now or I can make you surrender. Your choice.
I love this moment.
Baby Batman, I just want to melt your face.
Batclaw. Whee! Ow. That's some broken ribs. Knock the bomb detonator out of his hand. Yikes, that is bright.
Can you feel the burn?
What am I supposed to do here again?
I never defused the last bomb. I can't let Firefly get to his blood detonator.
Oh, glue grenade. I see. So, this boss fight's a little unorthodox so far. Quick fire Batclaw. Pull him down. Let's ground this Firefly. Bring him down for a kick to the face.
You say arsonist. I say
Arson. Arties. It is pretty gross. I will give Firefly that. There we go. This boss fight's a little repetitive. It's no Slade Wilson. I'll say that for sure. Oop. Breaking the jetpack. Nice. More fired. Oh, hey, there's the detonator. Hey, Bruce, you might want to do something about that.
a bat that can't fly. Too bad.
Don't!
Huh. That should have detonated at least one. We didn't detonate. We didn't defuse the last one. Unless, oh, we did tell Gordon which ones were defused, so maybe Gordon's bomb squad actually managed to get there. Oh.
Stop, dropping, rock and roll.
Stop, drop, and rock and roll.
You like that?
What's the rock and roll got to do with it? Gotham News. Whoa, hey. Hey, I see where I gotta go now. Past the Gotham News truck. Ow. My skin. Isn't this Spook? Isn't this supposed to be fire retardant? Ow. I got caught in the bombs under the weird little cutscene type thing. Man, this guy can take so many batarang hits before he's, you know, stunned. Come on, give him the old 1-2. There's one, where's two? I'm gonna get blown up again. Ooh. He's stunned again. Quick fire the back claw. I don't wanna. I wanna stop you from committing crime. Break the jetpack, Bruce. Or not. My glue grenade's not working.
My only option is to grab him on the firefly.
Yep. Escaping the flames. Whee! Whee! Oh, we blue grenade. We put a blue grenade on fan. Jetpack. Nice. Whee! I can fly!
You need a new hobby.
I feel like he tried to make that a sick one-liner.
He did it.
You mean the Bat? Don't give him too much credit. Something tells me that if you hadn't given the bomb squad the breach order, this bridge would be at the bottom of the river.
Get him out of here.
It was kind of a, you know, I did 75% of the work and Gordon Screw did the last quarter. Actually, it's exactly that. I deactivated 3 out of 4.
You didn't listen.
Not big on taking orders from wanted men.
I'm not big on taking orders from cops. I should have gotten to that last bomb.
Yeah. And I should have given you access to that security door. But between the two of us, we covered it pretty well.
Huh. Gordon's just like, I respect the disappearance. He's got his whole mystery thing to keep up.
Alfred,
Mysterious.
I am in your house. Bruce,
Mysterious goes.
come home. Say your goodbyes. Once you've had time to turn grief into anger, then you'll be ready to face me. I have left enough life in him for some final words. If you hurry. Alfred!
This moment hurts, it really does.
Yeah. Alfred! Alfred! My detective vision is down. Hang on, Alfred.
Alfred! Damn it. Bane
Alfred?
damaged the computer. I need to restore detective vision.
Alfred, repair back computer.
There, that should do it.
At least enough to...
Alfred!
Okay. There he is.
No.
It like turned off my detective vision to turn my detective vision back on. Ooh, my cape is just fully tattered.
Alfred, can you hear me? I'm going to get you out of there. Alfred! Alfred!
Man, isn't that tiring?
Alfred, you can't.
But tis.
Don't add me to the weight you carry.
Alfred, we're not letting you go yet.
No!
Shot.
Come on, damn it.
Shot.
All units.
Arkham again.
Code 10 confirmed at Blackgate Prison. Suspect identified as the Joker.
And there's a breakout at Blackgate.
You're going to be alright.
I feel like this game's shorter than I remember it being. If there's already the breakout at Blackgate.
I know I haven't always been supportive of what you do, but I understand now. Go. They need you out there.
I can't defend Gotham. I can't even defend my own home.
Master Bruce.
Situation critical. Multiple casualties reported. Code 10. Repeat, code 10. Any available unit. Repeat, any available unit. Please respond.
This is a very important moment to the character of Batman.
Master Bruce, now is not the time for doubt.
I can't do it. I can't stop them.
No, you can't. Not on your own, but it's high time you realize that you are a man, not an island. And a man's strength comes not from just brawn and intelligence, but also from his allies.
One alert. The Joker has escaped from his cell and is leading the riots at Blackgate. Repeat, the Joker has taken over the entire prison. Multiple casualties, multiple hostages. Again, we have lost Blackgate. Captain Gordon is calling on anyone for assistance.
They need you.
No. They need us.
So this video is going to end up being long. I have a feeling. Because I feel like this is kind of a very suspenseful moment to leave it off. So I'm just not gonna. I'm gonna keep fighting my way through Blackgate, I guess.
Kill him, and let's get out of here.
Where's the fun in that? Got a score to settle with this one.
Well, we all got scores to settle, but it ain't worth getting caught on. Yeah. Put him out of that misery.
Pull that trigger, it's life in prison. What do you think I was serving, jackass?
That ain't gonna intimidate us. The boat's on us!
This is Captain Gordon. We need someone on the inside to secure the main gate.
Get in
Ow.
there and
Repeat, this is Captain Gordon. I need someone on the inside to secure the front gate to the Blackgate prison. Can
I'm
anyone
securing
hear
the
me?
front gate as we speak, Gordon.
Is this the end?
Yep. It is the end.
Thanks. Thanks for...
I could use your help. Captain Gordon's on his way. Secure the gates for him, then help him lock this place down. The Joker cannot be allowed out of here.
Yes, sir. We're on it. Prison Officer 47 to Captain...
Level up. Man, I feel underleveled. Ooh, more heavy reel ammo, so I
James
can
Gordon.
Getting up more fools by their ankles.
Sir, I've been listening to the reports coming out of Blackgate. Everything okay?
I should be asking you that. How are you feeling?
Well, it's not every day that one's heart must be crudely resuscitated by defibrillation, but I must say I feel remarkably well, considering.
Good to hear. Any arrhythmia, let me know immediately.
Of course. But honestly, Bruce, I do think you have bigger things to worry about right now.
Oh. Interesting. East Wing sewer system. Machine room. Ah! I was trying to see if there was any secrets, because I don't want to miss any secrets. I suppose I could have just used the remote claw there. That would have been just as effective.
Something is sending a strong electric current into the water. I should be careful.
Yeah, probably. Probably be careful. Or we could be uncareful. But, that seems unadvantageous. What's that thing that's moving? Oh, it's just a sheet of metal. See, that's why I don't like detective vision. It's hard to tell what things are. Okay. Looked like that would be the perfect spot to, like, I don't know, nestle a secret item in. What happened here? Then we create a raft, and we get moving on along. Do do do, a do do do. There's a switch here, which electrocutes that. Oh, it does not last as long as I need it to. Also, what does this do? Nothing. It does nothing for me. Okay. Oh. There we go. Okay. I see. Then I pull the raft forward. Then I detonate this wall and climb on through. It's so simple. Definitely hearing some steam pipes burst. There we go. We escaped the giant blender looking thing. Oh, just through the door then.
We're almost there. I can taste the fresh air.
We're in trouble!
Yeah, you are. I haven't been saying much this whole time, have I? That's unfortunate. Let's shock this open.
With a little Christmas reminder, if you all want to get out of here alive tonight, what are you going to do? Bring the bat! Very good. And how do I want this stocking stuffer delivered? Alive or dead? That's right.
He wants the bat alive.
Looks like the bat's shown up early for a little rendezvous. Do me a favor and keep him busy while I finish up in here.
She's telling the truth. They never give the codes to an intern. People in the
Or I'll shut it for you permanently. Think I'll make you suffer first. That is, unless you can get me to bedside.
Now you're in for it.
Ha ha ha. Escape. Escape.
On me! My lucky day!
Where's the vent open, Bruce?
He's on me!
Still out there? Huh? Look out!
Sonic battering, unable to unlock.
Not enough sleep. I mean, how else am I supposed to explain your incompetence?
I almost got you.
Okay. Back to sneaking around. Ow.
Come back for it!
I'm hoping someone walks past that wall at just the right moment. Oh.
Almost out of bad guys. I'll have to do something about that.
The sniper's getting annoying.
Follow me! I got him!
I'm gonna die here, because he didn't want to slide through the vent. Like, it didn't want to let me do the slide for some reason, so I didn't survive.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I kill your friend? Whoops! My bad!
What? Your friend? Is he talking about me or the bat? Because he was, like, looking directly at me when he said that.
Acting warden Joker here. No, Happy will choose to stick around for the final show.
She's telling the truth. They'd never give the codes to an intern. Shut your face, Bob. I'll shut it for you permanently.
Who's messing with me?
On the run!
There he is!
Yeah, good actually. No thanks. Okay, they know I'm somewhere in the grates.
Got a gun? I'm fine. I'm good.
I figured prison was the best place to find capable killers.
That didn't happen.
Guess I was wrong.
He's looking straight down here, so is he.
This ain't over! He's this way!
Will y'all quit dropping down on me?
What the?
Like, they're trying to get knocked out at that point. That cape should not be capable of gliding at this point. Let's be honest.
Honestly, who else is coming my way tonight?
I should check on the hostages. Are you okay?
What's it to you?
You were almost killed.
Occupational hazard. Look, I know why you're here. He's in the Panopticon, and he's waiting for you.
Is he? Madhouse, insane asylum, nut house, ha ha ha. I don't know why I went this way. I thought there'd be some... It feels like there should be secrets around, but there's not. Freak show. I have to sneeze again. Have I mentioned how much my allergies are killing me here lately? My eyes are watering from that one. His temper's so foul. Alright, goons, listen up. There's only one of me and... what, 5 of you? And you're all getting knocked out. That's my Christmas gift to thee. That's concerning how that just knew to open. A lot of flaming toilet paper around. Hey, it's Slade.
Apparently the Joker's afraid of me. Wouldn't let me out. And for good reason. I don't like having my time wasted.
You should have known trying to kill me was a waste of your time.
Well, you won't have to worry about that anymore. Not unless someone else puts up 50 million bucks.
I wasn't worried.
Look at him go. What a professional. Is that type of push-up harder? Like, I'd assume it is, because it's Slade doing it, but who's to say? There's infighting! Infighting! Let me join the infighting! There's martial artists in the infighting!
His mask is mine.
As I told the last guy who in this prison said that my mask is theirs, you can't have my mask. It's my mask. It's trademarked. Oh, he's too big. He's too big for my gadgets. I was like, he was just far away, so he looked like a normal goon, whatever. He's a thug who's a knocked out. That's all that matters. I continue my rampage through Blackgate. Panopticon access. Is that like a Decepticon? Oh boy, more thugs. Oh. You almost got me there. I'll give you that. Firearm down, would you? Ow. Free me! Freedom! Get rid of the venom usage. Get rid of the firearm. Ah! Ow.
I can't believe this. Take your time. I ain't going nowhere. Your mama's gonna cry when she sees you.
Ow.
Drop this beauty. This ain't fair.
There we go. What's through this door? I assume more thugs.
Let him go.
I understand you.
Do you really?
Had a chance to let me die, and you didn't take it. I bet right now you're wishing you had. I've killed a lot of people. I've brought the city to its knees. Crippled the police force, and it's not even time to unwrap our presents.
Interesting, interesting. Oh, hey, it's Bane.
Let's do this.
Okay. So, what our friend Bane holds in his hand is a heart monitor. Once he clamps it on, every beat of his bacon little heart will charge the battery on this electric chair. And when it's fully charged... So either you kill Bane...
No, I won't kill him.
But you will. You will fight me with all your resolve, or you will die. Someone is going to die. You, me, or the clown. The question of which one of us it is in your hands.
Interesting.
A compassionate man would be home, mourning the loss of his servant.
I forgot I can't dodge over him.
Companion right now. Yet here you are.
Ow.
You must face me.
Ultra stun. Beat down. Ow. So I have to like dodge at the last possible second, but he's able to turn pretty quickly. Ow. He's trying to break the bat. Ow, he broke the bat. There was nothing I could do there. Hey, it's Gordon.
Maybe you should move.
Ah, Gordon's got really good aim. Who'd have guessed?
Oh, good lord.
Careful, Jim. When that chair goes off, that's 2,000 volts. You won't make it.
You don't need to.
Now he's got a hostage.
Jim. Have a seat, Jimbo. We'll fry together like two little potato latkes.
Interesting.
I got a pulse. I'm gonna jumpstart your heart.
Kill you again. May you find the peace in death that you did not find in life.
I'm not looking for peace.
Interesting.
My shock gloves to temporarily stop Bane's heart. My only hope.
Ow.
I think Batman's actually trying to kill.
Big report. Joker's comments in the background. That's what really sells this whole thing. Ow.
Genius. I mean, heartbeats and voltage waves. How do I come up with this stuff? Ooh, he is on a roll.
He's on a rampage. Stun. Beat down. Continue said beat down. Shocking. I might die here, actually. I don't want to.
You know,
Ow.
I was a bit upset when you weren't blown up enough to be loving
There we go. That was rough.
He did it!
Move the heart rate monitor.
The game is over, Joker. Let Captain Gordon go.
Yeah, put the gun down, freak.
How about I put you down?
Gordon!
Well, that's the Christmas spirit.
Interesting.
Well, I'd love to stay and celebrate your victory, but I've got stockings to stuff, mistletoe to hang, and about 15 skyscrapers to blow up before sunrise. Ciao!
He runs exactly how you'd expect the Joker to run, let's be honest.
Thank God you had your vest on.
He's got my gun.
Gordon, Joseph, I need your help to stop the Joker.
Our help? You're the so-called vigilante. Or is one kill enough for you tonight?
Bane's in cardiopulmonary arrest. I have only minutes to resuscitate him before it's too late.
You mean you didn't?
That's not how I do things. Now go.
Alrighty. Let's make a huge mistake here.
Come on.
Give him the good old 1-2. Maybe up the voltage a little? Oh, no, you're good.
You leave me no choice, Mr. Wayne.
Hey, he used the new formula. He's about to get real big and nasty looking. I get the feeling he's mad about something.
Alfred, what do we know about TN1, the compound I found in Bane's lab?
I'll start looking into it now, sir. Master Bruce, if you can't defeat Bane within 10 minutes, the TN1 he just injected will reach its full potency, and he'll take you out in one hit.
See, the problem with this fight is, he's smart enough to start learning how we take him out after we get to a certain point, even if, the TN1 is supposedly causing memory damage. Said to press Y to drop a smoke pellet, and it did not let me drop a smoke pellet.
I'm glad these laws are elected.
No, I mustn't. I'm not in the grate. I'm in the vent. I don't want to. You're scary when you're mad. So he's gonna keep looking around the grates until he gets over to where I am. Hopefully, eventually. I want to use the electrified doors to my advantage, Alfred, but,
Freaking guards!
apparently he knows about me hiding in the vent. Hey, steer him towards that electrified door, maybe?
Bullet, keep going. We got the place secure. Any update? I'm with the warden. I think the Joker's heading to death row. We got the place surrounded. No way he can get out. You better be damn sure about that.
I guess he was aware of me. He was definitely looking the other way when I hit the button. I feel. Must I? Oh, come on. I pressed the button to do the thing, and then he turns around. That'll slow him down for a second at least. I'm trying, Alfred. Okay. Come on. Man. This fight takes forever.
You must fight!
I mustn't do anything. I'd like to be able to hit him against one of these electrified doors and make this process a little bit faster, but you know. Something tells me Bane's against that idea. Man, this is a long vent. What? He teleported. I didn't know that was in Bane's moveset. Oh. He almost got me there. Oh, come on.
You're running out of time, Master Bruce.
I'm trying, Alfred. Oh, shoot. I don't want to fight you. You're big and scary. Where's he going? Where's he going?
You must fight!
Must I? Again, teleporting. Should not be in his moveset. You already broke that vent. You shouldn't be able to break it twice. Come on. There we go. Against the electric thing. That does a little bit extra damage. And it allows me a few punches. Ow! My bat back.
It appears the jamming mechanism has been activated. It would be wise to deactivate it immediately.
Jamming mechanism. Oh, there. Come on, I deactivated it. I used the disruptor on it. It took a hit. It shouldn't be allowed to just decide not to use. I've had that problem so many times throughout this entire Let's Play. Come on, only a couple of more times and I should be good.
This is Captain James Gordon in Blackgate Prison. The Joker has us pinned down in death row.
Yes, I'm getting to there.
Reinforcements. Repeat,
This
is Captain
fight's
Gordon
taking longer than it
requesting
should because there's a bunch of weird
Pinned down on death row in
glitch
Blackgate.
type things that are going, like Bane
Joker
teleporting.
has Gordon pinned down in death row. I need to hurry.
Yeah, I'm working on it, Bruce. The second Bane decides he can stop teleporting, we'll be done with this. There, see?
It's over, Alfred. I've defeated Bane.
No, we haven't. Ow.
Master Bruce? Master Bruce, are you alright?
Not yet, but I will be. Oh. Ow. The pain. So many broken bones from one punch. Remote claw comes in handy.
Must find Batman.
Good luck with that.
Good luck with that. Ooh, level up. Not that I can really use it, but you know.
Master Bruce, can you hear me?
Yes, and thank you for
This is
that,
gonna be a
Bane.
long video.
I trust he's done for good this time.
He's secure, and it appears the TN1 Bane took damaged his memory permanently.
Does that mean he won't be revealing your identity?
Looks that way.
Glad to hear it, sir. And the Joker?
He's still on the loose, but not for long.
This is Captain Gordon at Blackgate Prison, requesting immediate medevac. Warden Joseph has been shot. Repeat,
TN1
Warden
Bane.
Joseph is down.
EMT chopper en route. ETA 15 minutes.
Tell them to hurry up.
Let's see. Oh, ran right past it. I remember this hallway.
Where's Gordon?
Sniper!
Sniper?
Would you look who's back for more?
Oh, hey, it's Killer Croc.
Not yet, you haven't.
Son of a bitch!
Good job, Gordon.
Screw this! Want the Joker? Take him.
Help me keep these guys off the warden.
We got a live one.
So we're fighting alongside Gordon now? That's interesting. Gordon, you take the shielded guys, and I'll take the martial artists. Actually, I should probably take both the martial artists and the shielded guys, but... That's at least 2 guys, which is better than no guys. Gordon, you doing okay over here?
Had a rough childhood.
Same.
Joseph, they're on their way. You're going to make it.
Where's the Joker?
He went through that door, towards the chapel.
The chapel? You want to unlock the door? Or did you mean the other door? I think he meant the other door. I remember the chapel, and its upside-down statues. There the Joker is, praying, or in a stance to imply it.
It's just... It's so... What a night! Fresh off the kill, and back for more, eh?
Bane's still alive.
So he is.
That's not funny. All this rage, all directed at me, and for what? You know, if you'd actually let me finish a sentence, you might learn something. You might learn that we're not so different. You might learn something about yourself.
You need to learn to shut up.
Is all this for you, or for me? You must know I'm a lost cause. Oh, but there's still hope for you. Yes. Oh, I've got great hopes for you. So come on. Do stop now. What are you waiting for?
You to finish your sentence. He said to let you finish a sentence.
You just can't get it through your thick skull. Ugh. We both exist because of them.
Give up. You've lost.
This is such a cool sequence. A lot of flashing lights in it that I forgot about, though. Ooh, got an achievement for defeating the Joker.
That's why you do it, isn't it? You like the way it feels. It's what you need. Come on, baby. Beat me till your knuckles bleed. And why quit there? You know there's only one way to stop me.
And yet, you're not going to. He sees the beast within the bat.
Any one of my guys would have killed him.
The city deserves better than that.
You know, my daughter thinks you're a hero.
What do you think, Gordon?
But I still have to bring you in.
Gordon, come in. What's your 20?
I'm in the chapel. We got the Joker.
Son of a bitch. You caught him. And how did you do that?
I had some help.
Heh. Something like that. I'd say it was a little bit more than
I keep
some
asking
help.
myself why I didn't bring him in. And I now know the truth is I let him go because of you. Because you believe in him. I don't know. They put me in charge of a station full of rotten cops. And I can't change them. Any more than I can change this damn city. Or at least, that's what I used to think.
Interesting.
Stopped his heart. That is funny. Good one, Bats. Oh, this is going to be fun.
Interesting.
Maybe I can give them something to believe in.
Maybe. That's a possibility.
Maybe he can give them something to believe in.
Who's to say? So, credit sequence? Now, this is not our last episode on this series. I am going to do one where I go and wrap up some of the side stuff. There's a lot of Riddler stuff to collect, so I'm probably going to do that all off camera and then pick it up from there. That's the plan. I am going to, you know, watch over the credits. I think, if I remember correctly, there is a section where you hear a radio talking about the asylum. I don't remember the story of this game being this short, honestly. Not that that's a bad thing. Sometimes you gotta tell a story in a shorter period of time, and it just works out that way, you know? Because people complain about games being too short, and like, I get it, you spent your money, you want your money's worth, whatever. But at the same time, a game being too long just draws the story out too much, you know? It gets repetitive. It's unnecessary.
I tried so hard, my dear, to show that you're my every dream.
I forgot about the Joker singing.
Each thing I do is just some evil scheme.
I mean, it is an evil scheme. You're the Joker.
From your lonesome past keeps us so far apart. Why can't I free your doubtful mind and melt your cold, cold heart? Another crime before my time made your heart sad and blue. And so now you make me pay for things I didn't do. In anger, unkind words are said that make the teardrops start. Why can't I free your doubtful mind and melt your cold, cold heart? You'll never know how much it hurts to never see you smile. You know you need and want to laugh, yet you claim it's not your style. Why do you hide behind that mask? I'm trying to do my part. Why can't I free your doubtful mind and melt your cold, cold heart? There was a time
I don't think I've heard this before. I don't remember this.
you belonged to me.
Like, I remember hearing, like, a radio talk about them reopening the asylum. I don't remember Joker singing.
To a memory. You won't admit that we're the same, and it's tearing me apart.
Because we're not quite the same, Joker.
I free your doubtful mind and melt your cold, cold heart.
Interesting, interesting. This is gonna be a really long video. It's gonna be a pain to edit. I can tell you that. Here's the...
Our next guest, political strategist Dean Snyder, has been following tonight's events since the start, more than 8 hours ago. Dr. Snyder, let's start with you. What's your view?
What is
well,
the
Jack,
view?
It's a travesty. The ultimate failing of the justice system. A vigilante cleaning up our streets after countless deaths and bombings? What has happened to our police force?
Good question.
What about James Gordon? He didn't exactly prove himself tonight.
Hold on a minute, Dean. Now, I'm no defender of the GCPD or Captain Gordon for that matter. Like you said, tonight's debacle is some reflection of his efficacy, but I can't see any police force in any municipality doing a substantially better job against criminals like this Joker character or any of the hired killers he's brought into town. I mean, these guys are a different breed. We've never seen anything like this. So for me, it's less a reflection on Gotham's cops and more of a reflection on the state of our country. A country where our mental health and education systems are so warped and broken that we produce criminals of this nature.
You raise an interesting point, Hank, but what I'm wondering is what we'll do next.
No, it's not an interesting point.
Quincy Sharp.
They're both wrong. This isn't about the police or the Batman. It isn't about the state of our nation somehow churning out a dangerous new batch of the criminally deranged. It's about the failing of one single institution. An institution which, in my view, represents the biggest threat to Gotham and its citizens. A time bomb, just waiting to go off. If tonight's events have taught us anything, it's that Blackgate is not the place to be housing our city's most dangerous offenders.
Interesting.
Not one, but 2 prison breaks in the same night. All of tonight's tragedies would have been avoided if Gotham had a proper treatment facility for its top echelon offenders. A place with impenetrable security, where the most dangerous could be isolated, rehabilitated, and treated for their illness. A place like Arkham Asylum. And after what happened tonight, I promise the good people of Gotham that I will work tirelessly. I will lobby the city council, go to the governor if I have to, do everything in my power to get Arkham Asylum reopened, so we can all sleep a little easier.
There you have it. Quincy Sharp placing the blame for tonight's events not on the Batman, not on the Joker, but on Blackgate Prison, and pledging to return Arkham Asylum to full operations. We'll be back with more from Mr. Sharp and our other guests when the Jack Ryder Hour continues after this message.
That's really interesting, actually. You know, it sets up the rest of the series pretty well, even if this was the 3rd game out of 4. But I get why they did it. They wanted to go back and tell the story of how the Arkham Batman came to be, because there are differences from the comics, which, with any video game or movie adaptation, you're gonna have differences from the original story. Because there's no point of doing an adaptation of anything if they're telling the same story over again. I forget who this group of people is. I think developers of the team? I could be wrong. But I think they're people who worked on it. I'm yawning again. I've been awake for such a short time. What, as of the time of recording this, like roughly 2 hours now? Because I'd been awake for half an hour when I started, so yeah. Like, I like to let the credits roll because the developers and everyone, they deserve their credit, but I always don't know what to say. So, as I was getting at when it got cut off because of the bats and the Batwing, I realized after the fact, but because audio balancing, it's difficult, but I don't know if I necessarily have a favorite Arkham game. They're all really good, but I do like the story of this one, which is interesting because it seems to be overlooked in most people's case, because people will talk about Asylum, City, and Night, and they'll put those 3 on this pedestal, and then Origins just kind of disappears. Like, there's like a lot of different bundle packs of the Arkham games that I've seen online. Like, you can buy physical bundles. I've seen the bundle on Steam, and it'll be like, oh, the complete Arkham collection, and they just leave out Origins, which, that's a weird choice, right? They leave out the beginning of the story, and I don't see why. Other than, you know, yeah, you get some gadgets and abilities that you shouldn't have chronologically, but even then, like, it doesn't make sense to just cut out a section of the game. But, or cut out a game from a bundle that's supposed to be the entire collection, you know? And I don't get it. I don't understand. But this stuff, I feel like on my personal list, this one is higher up than at least one of the other ones. Like, there's 4 games, so you can't make like a full tier list here. You can say like a favorite order or whatever. But it is important to the story, because it tells you this version of the Joker's motivations and this version of Batman's motivations. It is, at its core, even if it was the 3rd game made, it is the beginning of the story. Whereas Night is the end of the story, which makes sense. It was the 4th game. It was made by a different studio, I believe. In the game, you know, they have to tell their story in their own way, and this one, you know, it chose its direction. It started with the beginning. They don't introduce Poison Ivy, though, which is interesting. I'd like to see what her origin in the game franchise was, but, I mean, stuff happens, oh well. You can't fit every random Batman Rogues Gallery member into here. But they fit, like, they fit a couple that you see in the next game, you know. You see, Killer Croc. You see Bane in Asylum. You see the Joker get arrested and thrown into the asylum. They introduce Harley Quinn and how she gets introduced to the Joker. They give the Joker some backstory. Like, it's still vague, because I feel like that's part of the interest of the Joker, because we don't fully know his backstory, right? In most comics, it's like, he actively will say one thing, but it's not, then it'll be later revealed, oh, this isn't the actual origin story of the Joker, it is just another version of how he says it. Like, it follows, like, the same general pattern each time, but he doesn't say, like, the exact same story every time. He'll change details, he'll make differences, because he's not all there. But it's important to his character, you know? What's important to the character of the Joker is we know next to nothing about him other than he thinks him and Batman are one and the same. They are both trying to make a change in society. One for good, one for worse. It's like they're two sides of the same coin, right? They are both products of what Gotham as a city has turned out of people. And that's just kind of my thoughts on that. But who's to say? Human Head. Is that a studio, or... I'm confused. I'd assume so, because it's got project leads and programmers. I'm going to assume that's just a different studio part. I'm curious. Ever so curious. But where was I going with this? Joker is important because he's mysterious. We don't know much about him. And that's intentional. I feel like the iterations of the Joker where they do try to lean into his backstory, they do try to give you more of his motivation, weirdly enough feels less compelling, because his whole character is that he's just kind of unhinged all of the time. When it actually gives the reasoning for it, it's more sad and dramatic, and that feels less true to his character. But also, it's... I don't know. Like, I feel giving the Joker a sad backstory makes sense for how he turns out. But at the same time, it feels like it takes away from the he's doing what he does because he enjoys it, you know? Because that's kind of his whole thing. He is saying he has this whole big, like, reason. He has this whole big motivation. But when it comes down to it, it's he enjoys being the Joker. He enjoys what he does. He enjoys facing off against Batman, even though he loses every time. His whole existence as a character is to be a foil of Batman and try to challenge Batman's ideals. You know, the second Batman kills someone, the Joker wins. Even if that person is the Joker. Because, as it shows in many stories, the second Batman kills Joker, he's basically just as bad as the Joker. How many times can I say the Joker before it sounds like I'm speaking nonsense? Has it already happened? Who's to say? You know, it's like that thing where if you say a word enough times, it doesn't sound like a real word. So maybe I've already reached that point in saying the Joker. I mean, I feel like I pronounce it weird, but it's just kind of a weird mouth shape the word is. It's strange. Yawn. Yawn, yawn. Yawn. Big yawns. Man, this is a long credit sequence. It just keeps going. What else can I say about this game? I mean, I enjoy this game. The gadgets are fun. I never got to use the one gadget, the remote claws, like basically inverted takedown mechanic. Never got to use that. I never got to do the takedown hanging upside down from the, like, that's the one thing with some of the upgrades in the skill trees on these games. It's like, oh, here's a cool takedown you can do if you set up very specific circumstances. So you might be able to use it, but some areas just don't allow you the chance to, and, like, most of them don't. Like the inverted takedown, it's fun, but you have to have areas where you can hang upside down from the thing or whatever, and you have to hope that a enemy NPC happens to walk under that exact spot, you know? Or the corner takedown, it's like they have to be in an exact spot or distance from the corner you're snapping around, so it's finicky. So it's like, while you can do that type of takedown, you have to be in, like, the just right spot for it. Which makes it more difficult to do. It's more satisfying when you do accomplish it, but some of them, you know, they make a loud noise and draw an enemy, and it's like, cool, I like to do this because it's cool, but it's ruining my chances of doing well, because I have to, like, while it looks cool, I'm putting myself in the line of fire to do it. There goes my air freshener, telling me, hey, you're talking too much. Or am I not talking enough? Who's to say? I can keep talking. I can talk about talking. That's a trick, really. I run out of things to say, and I just start talking about how I'm not talking. Now, talking's starting to not sound like a real word, isn't it? Maybe that was the whole plan all along. Ooh. I don't know. Yes, chat, if you were wondering, I am this weird all the time. This is just how I am 24/7, really. And you're still and if you're still here, that means you're probably enjoying my rambling, which makes you just as weird as me. I'm kidding. Joking. Maybe I'm joking. You'll never know. Maybe I was the Joker all along. The real Joker was the friends we made along the way. Maybe. Perhaps. Probably not, though. I think the real Joker was Mark Hamill. I think it's Mark Hamill. I never did look that up when I was talking about it the other day. I'm looking it up now. In the Arkham games. Yep. Mark Hamill. And then Kevin Conroy's Batman, which makes sense. And then I think it said Harley Quinn was the same actress she was in the animated series as well, which, cool. You know, that's a nice detail. I like that. That's unique. Having all three of them still be themselves. Playtest coordinator. What does a playtest coordinator do? Now I'm curious. Do they just, like, do they tell people what sections they need to playtest? tell them what specific things they need to do. Be like, hey, test this gadget, see how it works. Does it work the way it's supposed to? That would make sense, I think. I don't know. I'm just vibing. I'm vibing to the Batman music. Like, it's very dramatic, orchestral type of piece. I like it. I enjoy it. I didn't realize this many people worked on these games. Which, that's cool. I like that. Dash. Interesting. I do wish the credits moved a little bit faster, though. Like, not much faster, but, you know, enough. That's my one thing with the credits. It's like, I want to watch them while we record and everything, so people get their name mentioned, you know, get their name out there. Which, working on the game itself does that, but, you know, I want to show my support for the people who make the games and whatnot. It's just, I don't have the attention span for it, is the main thing. Like, in most credit sequences, it feels unbearably slow that it goes by. That's why most people skip them. That's why there is an option to skip them. Because, you know, not everyone really cares necessarily about the credits, but, you know, some people might want to see just the cast of the voices that we're seeing and then move on to the next thing. That's not necessarily fair to the other people who worked on the game, you know, because there's a lot more that goes into a game than just voicing, you know. There's people who got to make the character models, people got to make the models for everything in the background, people have to make the models for, like, the walls and flooring and ceiling bits, and that takes time. It takes effort. I've looked into game design. I think it's cool, but I don't have the patience for a lot of it, I don't feel. It just keeps going. But, what can I say? I mean, if you've made it this far into the video, that is slowly approaching the 2-hour mark, thanks for watching. You know, I always enjoy a good recording session, even if this one's unbearably long. It's gonna be a pain to edit. Oh no. But we're at the DC Entertainment credits. That means we gotta be close to the end, right? Right? I don't know. Like, I feel like they keep the exposition about opening Arkham Asylum. They keep that pretty close to the beginning of the credits, because, you know, they're expecting people to skip it, so they want to keep the interest factor towards the beginning. But if they really wanted to keep people around for the credits, they'd add, like, you know, more characters talking, more lore information, more exposition, more prologue, you know. My favorite form of credits in games is when they make it like there's like an interactive mini game within the credits, you know. They have you shooting the letters and whatnot. They make it interesting. They add something. They add something to keep you coming back for it. Which, you know, sometimes there's not enough space for every game to do that. This one, you know, it's just a black screen with snow. They could have done everything. They could have had like a character face pop in every now and then, some character models show off. There's a lot of different things they could have done other than just black screen with snow to keep people's attention. You know, and you know, every studio does it differently. Every game does the credits differently. There's mild differences that you barely even notice with some of them. They have to manually pick what speed it scrolls at. they have to go through and make sure everyone's name is marked down. That's one thing with game design. There's somebody who went through and had to type every single person's name out from a list onto here. Or copy and paste it, at least, into a list format. And then there's going through and doing all the formatting for it. Because it's going to say, Matt Mercer. Like, the Matt Mercer? Nolan North? Well, what does Nolan North have to do with the Batman games? Hold on. Now, hold on a second. Nolan North. Batman Arkham. It's showing me stuff for City. Origins. He provides the voice of the Penguin, Black Mask, Superman, and some of Joker's henchmen in the video games Batman Arkham City, Arkham Origins, Arkham Knight, and Suicide Squad Kill the Justice. Really? Nolan North is Black Mask? And the Penguin? Actually? Yeah, it's saying he voiced the Penguin for sure. And then Black Mask, I guess. Huh. Huh. I did not know that. Me and some friends of mine, my friends and I, if you will, we're big fans of Nolan North because we really like the Uncharted series, love the Uncharted series. So whenever I see his name pop up, he's one of those voice actors who's just everywhere when it comes to games. Like, if you've never looked up a list of voice acting roles for games that Nolan North has been in, you should, because he's just in everything. Like, I had a friend. Well, still have a friend, I just don't talk to them as much anymore. But they also want to create content at some point, they've talked about. And they joked about the idea of going through and like doing a series where they just play every game where Nolan North is a voice actor. And I think that'd be fun. That could be a fun series. I could do a playlist, call it the Nolan North acting list. It's just a list of every game I do a playthrough of that's happened to have Nolan North. I'm fanboying now. Which is funny, because, like, big fan of his voice acting work. He's really talented. Could not tell you what he looks like. I've seen a picture of him even, and I would not, like, he could walk down the street past me and I wouldn't even, like, bat an eye, because I wouldn't know. There was another name I called out, but I got caught off guard by Nolan North, so. He played Deadpool in the Deadpool video game too. He's been Nathan Drake in everything. He was Deadpool in Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions, which I've been saying for years. It needs a remake. I'd love a remake of Shattered Dimensions. This has just turned into me listing off everything I know Nolan North is on the top of my head. He plays a lot of Marvel characters in different, like, random video games. Mainly Deadpool. It's Deadpool a lot. Man, these credits are still going. Special thanks to Poll to Win International. You know, when I saw DC Entertainment, I thought we were closer to the end of everything, but it's still going. Outsource partners and third-party vendors. Makes sense, you know. They did their outsourcing for whatever random things. Character concepts and cinematics. It really do still be going. Mocap surfaces, additional QA testing. Okay, we're getting the engines here, so we gotta be close to the end. 2013. This game came out 11 years ago. Because I was talking about playing the Arkham games for the first time when I did Slade's boss fight. I said preteen, which, hold on. Yeah, preteen, preteen's generous, but it's roughly around that age, time, so, yeah, that checks out. Hey, there's an end cinematic. If you stuck around for this long, you get to see it.
Figured you'd be by. Sooner or later.
Confidential. For the Suicide Squad.
And what happens if I don't sign?
You rot in here, or you work for me?
So, that's interesting.
It's been a long night, Alfred. Why don't you turn in?
Wouldn't dream of it, sir. Not until you're
Man,
back safe
look how
and sound.
tattered that cape is.
If you're sure you're up for it, I've got a few loose ends to tie up out here, and I could use your help.
You can count on it. And when you get home, we can finally have that Christmas dinner I've been keeping warm for you. For our breakfast.
That's fun. I like that. Yeah, I'm gonna do most of the Riddler stuff off camera. I'm sure you can, guess why. Then I still have that crime scene, and that. And that might be it, but that will be the next episode I do sometime in the future. Thank you all so much for watching. If you made it this far, thank you. Thank you all so much for watching. If you liked it, please consider hitting that like button and subscribing, and leave me some comments. They always brighten my day. Bye, guys.